you?
Yep, it looks good.
Oh, I like the mustache.
Do you like the bigote? Little bigote
I like
boys? We're
that.
coming in hot.
I haven't heard the word bigote and you know how long? Oh my God, I love that word. Yeah,
That's,
it's styling. It's styling. It's coming in hot and I like
thank
it.
you.
I like it.
I don't
I
know
like it.
if I'm gonna just
Just,
take down the goatee or grow back out the beard with it. We're just experimenting. Fall 2024, why
I
not?
mean, but the bigotes full swing, like they're like it's like swoop bangs. It's like the bangs I wish I could have.
It's the Crisco Kidd Block Party. Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to the show. I can't even just say actor or actress anymore. I have to say actor and director. Paula Garcés, what's up, baby?
Actor, director. That sounds kind of dope, right? I'm not
Yeah.
even gonna be humble about that.
Well, you've earned it because the last two times, the first time we were here was on my block, then the second time was for Freeridge.
That's right.
Now this time we're here for Lincoln Lawyer season 3, out everywhere now on Netflix. But the reason why we're having this conversation, because I was looking back on some of our old conversations, right? And we talked about how Netflix had the program where you were being a part of it, where they were giving directors their first chance to be a part of different projects, right? You had will this. You had said, this is what I'm going to do. Bam, you did a Freeridge, you did an On My Block. And then now you had said you wanted to do more Lincoln Lawyer. And bam, it has happened. Episode 307, season 3, Lincoln Lawyer. Congratulations.
I mean, not to be corny, but you know how corny I can get. Sí se puede, Crisco. Sí se puede. With the ayuda of Netflix, I swear to God, I'm not here to do like a Netflix commercial, but maybe I am or maybe I should, because they really have put their money where their mouth is when it comes to myself. Like my humble experience, my own experience with Netflix has been very positive. Their Netflix directors program is extremely inclusive. So not only do they look out for female directors, they look out for Latino directors, African American, Asian, LGBTQ, whatever. If you consider yourself other or a minority, you should be looking into this program because it is definitely for you.
And question about that, because there is a lot of people that are aspiring to either be in front of the camera or behind, but you really have seen that in 2024. I believe, you've seen a lot of different shows and different projects, but Netflix, has really set the bar at a different level.
Yes, I really invite everyone to watch Lincoln Lawyer season 3, out now. It's #1 on Netflix right now, and I would love to invite the community and everybody to come in and keep it at #1 for a couple of weeks so we can get a guaranteed season 4. Yes. And not only because it's a great show, but it really is a show that is trying to, again, hire female Latinas in key positions. So in my specific episode, Ted Humphries, which is the showrunner, David E. Kelly, which is producer of the show, and Dailin Rodriguez, which is a co-showrunner of the show, made sure that specifically on my episode, there was females in key positions. So I had female director, myself, a female showrunner, Dailin Rodriguez, a female writer, Isabela Rodriguez, a female DP, Moira Morel, another Latina, and a female AD, Katie Carroll. So 5 women in very key positions behind the scenes. And obviously in front of the camera, we have Manuel Garcia-Rulfo, who is Mexican American, and he is killing it as our Lincoln Lawyer, right? Yeah. And then the show is definitely sprinkled with a lot of Latino actors because, as the co-showrunner said, Dailin Rodriguez, it's a show set in Los Angeles, people.
Yes.
The Latino culture is vibrant in the West Coast and should be representative in positive ways and in very realistic key positions like lawyers.
Yeah. And I think, I got on the Lincoln Lawyer train late, right? And the reason why I started watching, believe it or not, is because of you. And I really have enjoyed it. Now, I'm not caught up to where I'm ready for season 3 yet, but I'm getting ready. And this weekend, I will binge watch. This is my commitment. I am going all the way 307 and past because I cannot wait to see what you did with your episode.
Oh, thank you so much. And I am so glad that you brought up binging because Netflix counts the binges. So that's why I tell my primos, my tias, my abuelitas, their mothers, everybody, that if they're going to support me and want their vote to count, right? now that we're talking about voting, that's another thing. Like the real voting that's happening, please do that.
Yes.
Go vote. But right now, your view will count only as a binge. So that's why I'm really trying to suplicar to really, I'm begging people to really binge this show, because it really is worth it. And Netflix is really trying to change the needle as far as representation and as far as telling stories that don't necessarily have to be like a stereotypical Latino story. This is just a story about a guy who is a lawyer, who's battling addiction, who's surrounded by these powerful women that are like literally helping him live life and succeed. And so it's a very universal story that just happens to have a Latino lead. And because he is Mexican, the culture has to come into play, because, you know, we do live our culture. We do try to stay connected to where we're from. So
and that's one thing I really do appreciate about Lincoln Lawyer, because there's a lot of TV shows where they try to force our brown culture on people, or try to make it like throw words, throw slang, throw some, you know, whatever it might be, to where me as, you know, a Hispanic male, a Latino, you know, male, and I'm looking and I'm like, it just seemed forced. It didn't seem right. But
yeah,
I
it turns
never
you
felt
off.
that way
It
about
turns you
Lincoln Lawyer.
off. Thank you so much, because they really do try to be authentic. Writers like Matthew Lieberman, Dailene Rodriguez, Gladys Rodriguez, they really, you know, Ted Humphries, they really try to make the show just like a good story. And then wherever it makes sense for Manuel to you know, to feel a little bit of like love as far as like speaking Spanish, or maybe, you know, eating his feelings with some tacos or something, you know what I mean? Like, but it's like, it's not like he's walking around with a taco, being a lawyer with a taco in his hand. No,
hey, it's Taco
like,
Tuesday, guys. Let's all take the law firm and eat some tacos.
Not at all. Not at all. In the show, he's a foodie. So like, he's always going to be in the search of like the best food in LA. And of course that has to include, you know, birria tacos. So it's like, and so that's the type of thing that I think it's just it stems from a truth, you know, from authenticity, and like you said, not forcing it down our throat that it's like a Latino show. It's just a really good show with amazing writer, amazing producers like David E. Kelly, that you know, and Ted Humphries, who basically adapted these wonderful books by Michael Connelly. The Lincoln Lawyer books are like, you know, have been bestsellers for a very, very long time. And obviously there's a very famous movie with Matthew McConaughey, but Netflix again stepped up to the plate and said, in the books, authentically, the lead is half Mexican. So we would love to see a Mexican male lead on this show. And they really put their money where their mouth is. Again, I'm gonna say it because Manuel Garcia-Rulfo is really one of these stars that are like just really popping. I think he's doing like the next Jurassic Park. He's got like 3 movies coming out, and it's well worth to see him. I had the pleasure of directing him, and he's just one of these people that is super collaborative. I was very nervous coming in. And he was just extremely nice to me and very supportive of having a Latina direct on the show. And so I'm forever grateful for that, you know?
October 17th, that was the release date. Now you can watch it all weekend and catch up if you need to.
Please.
Lincoln Lawyer on Netflix. But Paula, I want to talk about, so we kind of touched on behind the camera. What is happening for you in front of the camera? Hey, will we see you on an episode of Lincoln Lawyer coming up in 3-4? Because I remember I haven't got to 3 yet. And any other projects that might be on the way?
So honestly, I've been really concentrating on directing, and I've been slacking a little bit on being in front of the camera. I'm not gonna lie. It's been very freeing for me, because as an actor, I was always really worried about how I looked, what I was doing. It was a very selfish like process, at least for me. It was like me. Like, how do I interpret my character? How do I fit into the story, right? But as a director, I could let go of that. I don't have to worry about how I look. I don't know if you've seen those behind the scene pictures, but I got the ponytail, I got the bun, I got the glasses on, I'm just full business, right? And I am there as a director, I am there in service of everyone else. I am there in service of the actors. I am there in service of the crew. I am honestly one of those very collaborative directors that I am of the train of thought that the best idea wins, and it's not always my idea. I look, there's times where I'm like, I don't know how you guys shoot this. I have this idea, but I'm not really feeling it. I like, now that we're here, I'm not sure if that's going to work. And the DP will come in and get excited, and she'll give me an idea, or, you know, the art department will give me something, or the actors will definitely come in with ideas. So it's very freeing type of process to be a director. And I'm obsessed. If you can't tell, I'm obsessed with that.
I can tell from your energy and your passion when you're speaking, because I ain't gonna lie, there's probably some people watching or listening that are like, what is a showrunner? What is a DP? What is, executive producer and producer
Sure.
and director? And there's a lot of words that I think if you're in the industry or familiar, you know, but then there's a lot of fans that I'm sure are growing with you and getting to learn this vocabulary, this new vernacular as you're
Sure.
moving into a different direction of your career. They're kind of learning that with you.
Crisco, I am so happy that people could, the reason why I do a lot of publicity right now, and I'm trying to be visible, is sure, you know, I like to stroke my ego and say to my familia and to my friends, like, I did it, you know, I had an idea, I worked really hard, and now it's coming through fruition. Of course, I'm a human being. Of course, I like to show off and get shine just like anybody else, right?
Right.
But honestly, for me right now, it's about giving information, because if I stay quiet and if I don't make noise, then filmmakers that are like me, whether you're female, whether you're Latino, whether you consider yourself an underdog or an other, or somebody that has been invisible for a while, and you don't see people like me, then you think, oh my God, that dream is impossible. I can't do it. I'm here to tell you that, yes, you're absolutely right. There's a lot of terms that you have to learn. There's a lot of things. It's complicated. It's a hard road. It is not an easy profession, right? But I am here to say it's not impossible, because for a long time, even myself as an actor, I thought becoming a director was an impossible dream for a very, very long time. And I was in the industry, right? I had a little bit of insight, but I'm here to say, like, no matter what, if this is what you want to do, if you live, breathe television, films, art, if this is what you want to do, if you know that you have it to create, to lead a team, to direct people because you have a story to tell, and I believe that a lot of people do, then I'm here to tell you it's possible. Yeah, it's hard, but it's possible. So that's why I want to be visible.
And I appreciate that, because we're storytellers. A lot of Latinos, like, we talk with our hands. We talk with our hands. So you're going to get this, and you're going to get a story inside of a story, and another story that all weaves together for that one story. And I think naturally, what better way to have people who love stories than storytellers that look like us share that, right? And we've been talking about this, I think, since the interview with On My Block. We talked about how the series with the maids.
Devious Maids.
Yes, and we talked about how those positions, okay, we're seeing it this way, but now even from that conversation to look where we are 3, 4, 5 years later, and now I'm getting goosebumps, because you're giving me more than hope. It's like an aspiration to know that we can be in this space. And especially the last 2 months, the Hispanic Wealth Project, Datos, has come out here locally. And there was a lot of information that is showing that we've known how valuable our audience is, our people are. And now, finally, major corporations and the people that can put people in position are doing it. It's more than DEI. It is more than that, because we've been here, and now we're seeing it all kind of come together and go above to where we're finally getting our place. And it's just the beginning, and we're going to do so much more.
Yeah, I'm glad that you said it's just the beginning. I am not here to say by any means that the inclusion is totally fair and it's like a done deal. We're here and we're great and there's a lot of opportunity for us. Absolutely not. We still lack in a lot of opportunity. There's still a long road ahead as far as like being able to tell our own stories, being our own bosses and things like that. But I mean, if we don't make noise, meaning myself and people like Jessica Alba and other, female filmmakers and other Latinos like a John Leguizamo, who's always making some noise, right?
Yeah.
If we don't take it upon ourselves to like be the first people to do it, right? The pioneers. If I dare so call myself a pioneer, if we don't like pave the way for people behind us, it's just never going to happen. So yeah, we might sound repetitive, it might sound redundant, people might be sick of us, but honestly, I'm not gonna stay quiet until I see like real improvement. It's great. Netflix is definitely on the forefront of this. Like, I was just at Netflix having some amazing meetings, and it was Inclusion Week internally. So even internally, they celebrate like these inclusion and inclusivity type of programs, and it's really, really important. And this term DEI, like, sometimes it bothers me. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I wish, like, wow, why can't we just be, right? Like, why can't we just be like just known for our talent and because we want to be here and because we work hard? But you know what? Unfortunately, that's not the society that we live in yet. That is not the reality for us. So yeah, we have to take advantage of these programs. We have to take advantage of anybody that wants to have anything inclusion, that wants to include people that are obviously marginalized and have no shine, right? So I'm here to say that it is possible. Netflix has a great program. A lot of the studios have other programs. So if you're a filmmaker, I really, really invite you to start like just applying to everything. And if you're lucky enough to get into the Netflix program, you're going to see firsthand that they not only give you the tools as far as like educating you, but they also give you the tools to succeed. Like, they back it up. They haven't abandoned me. So like, I graduated in 2021. It's 2024. I've done 3 episodes so far for Netflix. So they're hiring, you know what I mean? They're
going up, girl. You're going up.
They're paying me. So that's the whole point, right? And also, it's like on shows that I am a big fan of. The reason why I ended up on Lincoln Lawyers, because I was watching it as a fan. And like you, I was like, damn, I got to be in this show somehow, somewhere, in front of the camera, behind the camera, but I'm gonna like I'm gonna bully my way in there.
You willed it. I remember you talking about it.
Totally did. And other Latinos helped me. So the only reason why I was able to be introduced to these showrunners is because a director by the name of Ben Hernandez Bray, a Mexicano, right? Born and bred here in LA, who's killing it. If you Google this man's name, you basically will see that he's doing Tracker and Lincoln Lawyer and The Cleaning Lady. And I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. And he's been in the business for more than 30 years. He started as a stuntman, then as a B camera, then, I mean, he's just done it all. Actor. I've even acted with him on The Shield, on a show called The Shield. And then years later, he's the one extending a hand to me, letting me shadow him on a hit show and telling everybody, hey, she's a director, she's observing, she should be, right? She should be directing here. And it was literally with that love that I was received at Lincoln Lawyer. So big shout out to my homie, Ben Hernandez Bray.
So speaking of, breaking barriers and giving opportunity, a couple years ago, we were here for Aluna Superhero as well.
Yes.
What's the update with Aluna?
Well, Aluna is available on all platforms, and she's doing really, really well. The action RPG game that we first came out with was really well received. Everyone is still buying the comic books. So right now we are getting ready to raise money for the second game, which is going well, and we're also producing the next few comic books. So that is definitely moving forward. And the ultimate dream with Aluna would be to turn it into a series. So right now we're having those conversations as well. Now that people are, taking me seriously as a TV director, hopefully this is the time that, they'll take Aluna serious as well as far as a TV show for the game. It would be absolutely fantastic.
I gotta ask you.
Yeah, go ahead.
You don't have to be specific, but if there was a wish list of who you would want to play Aluna, I mean, could it be Are you, because I know you said that you didn't want to really, be in front of this in this role, but I mean, this is your baby. Or who would be on that short list?
It is my baby, but there would be a lot of characters that are really, really interesting to play. And my wish list, if I dare say it, that I've had so much good luck being on your show. And honestly, like every time I would say something out loud,
It happens.
it happens. So I'm gonna just be bold. I would love to see Selena Gomez play Aluna. She's the bomb right now. I saw her in a couple of films and I'm just thinking like, wow, reach for the stars. She has all of the sensibility. She really represents. She's very candid about mental health issues. She's for the people. She's super successful. She's a self-made billionaire now.
Yeah.
I think.
And she's from Texas, so I'm partial. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So she got a little hood in her,
She ain't afraid to scrap. She ain't afraid to get up in there.
I've never met her, but it would be my honor to meet her. I really hope that she would see all the passion and hard work that has gone into telling something authentic and positive for Latina to do. So it would just be a dream come true if she checked it out. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna make that phone call for you, okay?
Okay.
I don't know her.
I mean, she's from Texas.
Yeah.
She's from
We've only interviewed a couple of times, but I'm gonna find a person that put us together, and we're gonna try to put this together. We're gonna
Listen,
make it happen.
Crisco, you've been so good to me in the past. Every time I open my mouth on your show, it comes true. Let's make
go.
Selena Gomez Aluna, and that would be a wrap.
Let's go.
The TV show would be done. Really, I invite everyone to check out Aluna on aluna.net. The RPG game is Aluna Sentinel of the Shards, available on Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, Steam. And yeah, please, everyone, go watch Lincoln Lawyer Season 3, out now, only on Netflix. And you said something that sparked a little interest in me. Maybe the bosses, the powers that be at Lincoln Lawyer, maybe they'll see me as, I don't know, Manuel's prima, sister from another mother, from another father, something. Somebody from the woodwork should come out and maybe I could play her. I don't know.
I'm just saying, I'd love to see you a part of this series like that.
Oh, thank you.
I'm willing that out there too. I'm willing you in the next season, and I'm willing us. We're going #1 this weekend on Netflix. Lincoln Lawyer Season 3. Paula, last word. Shout out to what you got.
Oh, shout out to everyone who has already watched it, who has made Lincoln Lawyer #1 this week on Netflix. Please check it out. It is a great story about a lawyer who's trying to make it and has got powerful women around him helping him and is representing the community in a positive way. So watch it.
Congratulations, as
Thank
always.
you.
I'm so happy for you. Like, I tell you before and I'll tell you again, I'm genuinely happy for all your success. And keep going, because you're making us, we with you, you with us, we all together.
Thank you.
And I love it.
Oh, and I directed episode 307, Opinions Wanted. Usually I'm like, no, keep your opinions to yourself. No, this time I want your opinion. Tell me if you want me on season 4. Tell me if I did a good job or a bad job. Tell me. I need to know.
I'm going to be giving that feedback as it's playing. Trust me.
Thank you.
Trust me. Paula Garcés, thank you so much. Much love.
Besitos. Thank you so much.